Hi guys, just want to show you around Canva a little bit. So the most important thing I think about using Canva is don't try to use the app. The app is terrible. And for so long I was using Canva and just struggling through it because I was trying to use the app. And then in one of Lori's trainings, she said, the reason basically anybody gets frustrated with Canva is because they're trying to use the app. So the app is terrible. The website is great. So I can't speak for iPad, like tablets, if that's more similar to using the app or if it's more similar to the browser. But I'm on a laptop, just like a PC laptop. So this is what I would recommend. Go to the Canva website and use a computer or a laptop if you have access. The other thing I'm going to mention is I don't have Canva Pro. I don't pay for the Pro version. This is the free version. Lastly, I want to make it really clear that I am totally a beginner, but that's kind of why I wanted to do this for you guys, because I am happy with the graphics I've been making, and I find they're quite simple because I don't know how to do anything crazy in depth, but I think they're good, and they're good enough for now. And so I just want everybody to be sort of empowered that even if you don't buy the Pro version or really know what you're doing, you can still create something that you really like. So from the home page, I go over to the top right and I click on Create a Design. If I'm going to make a Facebook post, I'm just going to pull this up so you guys can see. I start typing in Facebook post and I just click on Facebook post, and it's going to give you this this template to work with that is exactly the size you would want for a Facebook post. Over on the left here, you can see that they do have some pre-made templates, and you can honestly search anything. So if you search for Easter, you want to make an Easter template, you can go with these ones that they have pre-made, and you can just change up what they say and the colors, or you could put a different photo in there, and that makes it really easy to sort of start with a pre-made template. What I'm going to do today for you guys is not a typical post, but I'm going to play around with creating a Facebook cover photo, just because it's a little bit more in depth, and I can show you how we play with a custom size. Oops, I pressed Instagram post. I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to go back. Okay. So if I'm going to make a Facebook cover photo, I would go into this created design and I would go down to custom size. And this is something you can write down if you want. The best size for a Facebook cover photo is going to be 780 by 400. And the only reason I know that is because Lori told me and I wrote it down. So I'm going to put in 780 by 400 and I'm going to go create new design. So they've got same thing, like they do have templates in here that will fit in that size, and you're welcome to use those. What I typically do is just add the photos that I want and then add my own words. But the templates are a really good starting point if you feel sort of overwhelmed by starting from scratch. I'm going to show you how I would make, say I'm going to make an Easter themed Facebook cover photo for my VIP group. I'm going to show you how I would do it. So first I'm going to go over to the left here, and I'm going to take a look at if I press photos here, I'm going to get the photos that Canva has. So it's endless, you guys. They have so many photos. It says here millions of photos. So just if you want to use the stock photos they have, and they just have so many, just search what you're looking for. So you could put flowers, you could put, like here, I was looking for face mask pictures, obviously. Just a photo of a woman's face. I often search flowers or search like a certain color to get photos in that color. But for today, let's search Easter and see what comes up. So here's the deal. Anything with a crown on it is a pro photo. I can't have it unless I pay for it. So I just stick with the free ones. They've got so many. So I search Easter. Now I'm just going to start scrolling through and find something that feels right to me, or like looks like something I like or something I would want to use. So this jumps out at me right away, so I'm going to bring it over here. I'm just going to make it a little smaller because I know I want to put probably 4 or 5 photos on here. And for me, when I'm making a Facebook cover photo, I want to put in something that is a little bit like has to do with my theme. So we've got some Easter eggs. I feel like it's pretty Eastery. I could add another Easter photo if I wanted to, but my idea after this has always been to now go into my Tiber photos and find some in the same color scheme or that feel like the same vibe and put those in. So there's some Tiber in there as well. So I'm going to go to uploads. These are all the pictures I've ever added into, so you can see I was doing face masks, right? So these are all the photos I've ever added into my Canva. So you'll see so many Tiber photos in here. So I'm going to show you how I get them there. And to do that, I'm going to go out of this Canva for a sec. So here's my desktop, you guys. It's like a gigantic mess of photos that I haven't organized yet. And then over here on the right, a sad attempt to start organizing my photos. But I go into the graphic gallery or I find ones that Tiber has put out for us and I keep them here. And so when I'm in my Canva, I'll go back in. I can go into upload media and I can go to my device, which is my computer. And so right now I'm in my, you can see up here, I'm in my facial photos folder. So I would look through, or I would find in the graphic gallery some photos that I like that I think will go along with this Easter egg photo, and I'll save them to my computer, and then I'll come in here and just start looking and see what I might want to add. So right off the bat here, like I feel like this one has similar colors, so I'm going to upload that. So there it is uploading. I probably already have this one in here somewhere, but oh yeah, I do. It's the last one I put in there. So here's what I would do. I would come over here and I'm going to pull this over and I'm just going to leave it here. And I'm going to go looking for some more. I think I'll find 4 photos. So this is another one that I think I'll use. So again, it doesn't matter where you toss them for now. I'm going to play with these after, but for now I'm just getting them out. I'm going to make this one a little smaller just so I can sort of get a feel for what it's going to look like. So as you can see, I'm trying to find, you know, they're all sort of pastel and they've got a grayish kind of background and they've got Eastery type colors, pinks and greens and blues. So I'm going with a theme, right? I'm going to add this in here too. Okay, so now I'm going to really start playing with them. So I'm going to do 2 that are a bit longer. So I'm going to make this a long one. So I'm going to go like this. And you can play with this and make it smaller. So I'm going to make it smaller like this. I'm going to cut off the weird edge that's over here. And probably make it a little bit skinnier. And then I'm going to put it up here. I always like to leave a bit of a border on the sides. Now I'm going to make this one quite a bit smaller. And here's what I'm going to show you. As I'm moving this around, it's going to tell me when I'm lined up. Do you see that little dotted line over on the right side? If I go over, that dotted line is going to go away. So it's always going to tell me when I'm lined up, which is really nice. So I'm going to leave that there. And I'm going to do just a really similar thing on this side. I'm going to make this guy a little smaller. I'm going to move it out of the way. I think it'll be easier to start with this one. So again, look at the dotted line on the bottom. Now I can see that I'm lined up with the Easter egg one on the right. I'm going to pull this over a little bit closer so there's not as much of a gap. And then make this a little bit bigger. And now I'm going to make sure this one fits. So to make this one fit, I'm going to have to make it wider and probably a bit shorter. So let's see how that fits. So again, I want it to fit across the top, and you see across the top now it's lined up, and I'm going to pull this over so it's lined up on the side. So right now, if I click off, this is what it looks like. And I'm pretty okay with that. So next I'm going to add, if I go over onto the left-hand side, I'm going to go down into elements. And this is like, again, one of those things where the possibilities are just endless. You can search, these are like little stickers or things you can put on. So we could search Easter in here. And you're going to get all kinds of little Easter stickers. Again, I can't use the ones with the crowns unless I pay for premium, or pro, I guess they call it. But you could use any of those. Also, you can come up here and you can look for different themes up here or shapes. And you can also just scroll down. So you can add some lines, some shapes, some frames, some stickers.